these two forgiving her. It's for us forgiving her and accept her. Uh-huh.
Shoot off all those missiles. So when the dust clears, we're gonna go back.
Then why didn't you tell me about that?
Uh-huh.
That rest suit on you. Because he needs two people.
The kiss.
He needs two people to launch the missile. He abandoned his own son. He'll kill you when it's over. That's what he does. Starting soon. It's like I told you. You die, bringing about the end with me by your side, and you just being who you are. It's your choice.
Dakota, how she's thinking right now? She's gonna kill herself. I don't understand your plan, my dear, right there. I want you to survive. I felt it. Call someone? Someone organized an interesting apartment.
Now that you get past the Jedi wedding, is it gonna hit you?
Maybe.
You're a religious man. My wife was. Said he would protect me. You gave one just like it to someone once. A dear friend. It's complicated.
Mm-hmm.
We were trying to build a future. The others, the ones we were up against, were trying to end it all. We should have stopped them.
But
Why didn't you? It came down to two men. They had to give their lives to save everyone. But when push came to shove, one of them couldn't do it. But to survive, to take the glory for himself. Which man are you? I'm the one who's ready to die. Something led me here. My name's Howard. And Morgan. Morgan Jones.
you wish. And I'm saying that not to be ironic, you know. Really, he wished to be. You told that to her. With you?
I gotta make this happen.
We can't make it stop.
It's not over.
Even if we survive the initial blast, the radiation, the fallout, we're not going to want to live in that world. It's going to be a lot worse.
I'm really worried for Dwight, you know, and also for Cherry. Can they live really for entire years into that cellar? Protected enough?
Again. Not someone else I love.
You said what I think that you said? Oh, guys. We know it.
Don't make me watch that again.
If I'm honest, I thought I was gonna die at the gulch.
I'm alive because my daughter isn't. Neither of us were meant to be here.
Actually, let myself believe that I could have a family again. You know, with you.
I'm beginning to be really worried for all of them to die.
I need to hear my baby cry. How much son?
Yeah, now I want you to stop them. Really, to find a way. I know it's impossible, but really. Oh. Don't. No! It's a baby from the beginning.
It's not her. Rachel.
Oh. A dog and a kid. You're gonna be a wonderful, awkward family. But you need to survive, guys.
Feels like a gift from the I told you there was no escaping.
Friday.
You guys. Shut the sandbox. Come on.
What? They're gonna save us? All of us?
Please.
never that game.
Finally, you killed the right person.
You said that I should never change. But I'm not.
If she died like that, you died also, Strand.
Gracias por creerme.
Solo necesitas un poco de ayuda. Nos mantenemos juntos y todo saldrá bien.
Really, you took the time to paint that. Ready? Inside, guys! You're alive, Strand! Stay alive! You knew it. About this place, you knew it, Strand.
Why are you laughing? I'm alive. After everything I did. Everything you did?
Yes, he was the other guy.
I'm not the man. I told you. I'm the other one. I'm not Morgan Joe. I'm Victor Strand, who's not been afraid to cut the cord if I had to. I'm a backroom dealer. I started. Why? Survival. I've done it all my life. I'm still here.
You're loyal to yourself.
My friend. And I know how to survive. Build and rebuild myself from the ground up. Over and over and over again.
I know that and I love him for that character. His story, his development is so great.
We can take that future and rebuild. With art and books. Good bourbon. How about you?
How about the radiation? You all need to be taken away, guys. That was not what I expected, what I wanted. I'm not only talking, about the conclusion for each character, I'm also talking about the episode on itself. To build it, like a little story for each character. I mean, you can do that without creating it so obviously with the catchphrase and all. They are already separated, so we know that we're gonna be with each of them in each new scene. Do you really have to cut your episode like that so obviously? I'm not sure. It's bringing, to the final episode of your season an atmosphere, just by how it's cut, which is not really fitting with the intensity of the episode on itself, the fact that they all have to survive. Normally you are doing that, cutting an episode like that and making it like a little story for each character when it's not important story, not even a regular episode, it's almost something fun normally that you're doing. It confused me, that way of cutting it. Maybe even more because I wanted all of them to be reunited in an only big and safe bunker. Right there, I am still worried for all of them. I mean, for the ones into the helicopter, okay, they're gonna be alright. No explosion, no radiation. But all of the rest of them. Alicia, she's gonna be okay also. No explosion, no radiation. She's into that bunker and she's gonna have all of the resources that she needs to stay there. She's gonna... No, in fact, the radiation, we saw that the explosions destroyed things into that bunker, so it's not fully safe for radiation. All of them, they have been exposed to radiation and they can't stay there. They can't. June and John Dory Sr., Dwight and Cherry, and also this nice family that they met. Morgan, Grace, the new kid and the new dog. Strand also. They can't stay there. Maybe the helicopter is gonna come back to take them away. I mean, they're not gonna take them to the place, you know, of this organization. No, they can take them away on another country, territory, where they're gonna be safe, away from the radiation and all. I hope that it's gonna happen like that. But how would they know where they all are? Maybe with the world key? But is it gonna be okay, you know, also for Strand? Is he gonna be saved like that by his friends, his old friends, after what he did to Morgan? Let's talk now about each characters. Dwight and Cherry, I didn't understand why they would be okay to just die like that, why they would accept death like that, by explosion or by radiation. Like, no fucking way. They both fight so hard for so long to stay alive, to be together and all. I understand the thing about dying together, having finally a moment together and all at the end. I understand that idea for them for an end, but I can't agree with, because just the fact that they are okay to die, it's against their characters, in my opinion. So I'm more okay with that end, you know, with them surviving to help people, you know, to save people. It's fitting more with who they are, truly. John Dory Sr. and June and Dakota and Teddy. This end is great for a lot of reasons. It's great for John Dory Sr. because he had his revenge moment. He had this moment to face Teddy and to choose, in fact, to not care about Teddy but to care about Dakota. That's a good conclusion, you know, for this revenge story. And also for him and for June, it's a good conclusion because it's both of them forgiving Dakota. I don't agree with them, but that's a good end for that. They are surviving, so it's a good end. We can be like, Dakota and Teddy died, so it's okay, we love this conclusion. I really love how it happened, you know, the fact that Dakota discovered the truth about Teddy, the fact that he was lying also, and she killed him, and also the fact that she was ready and okay to die because she truly embraced, you know, what Teddy said. Even if it was a lie, for her it was not a lie. She truly believed into all of that. The fact that she wanted to die as who she is, someone who is killing someone else because she thinks that this is right, and someone who is okay to die because she thinks that she doesn't deserve to survive, and she wants the world to be better, and the world can be better only without people like her. Like, she's totally embracing and doing what she thought, you know, that Teddy was saying. That's a good conclusion also for her, you know, to have an end like that, to choose her death. For her character also, I think that it's a good conclusion, and I think that for the show and also the viewers, it's also a good conclusion because a lot of viewers, me included, we are not tired of this character, but we couldn't see a way to include her into the group. Like, we would never forgive what she did to John, so we had to end this character. So if we have to end her, that was a good end. Because it's logical with also a character, how she's ending herself, you know, in a way. I appreciate that. Morgan, Grace were ready to kill each other. No. After confessing their love for each other, that was great. But to kill each other like that, Morgan, it's not you. I mean, Grace, she has all of the reasons to do that, and that's logical with her character, her story, her background, her way of thinking and all. But Morgan, you're not that kind of guy to give up. I was surprised, you know, by the fact that he was okay to do that. So I'm glad, of course, that they're not doing it, and it's because of the fact that they're hearing that baby and all. That opening scene was so cruel, you know, was so sad and all. Didn't understand why they put it right there if it was not for showing us that everyone was gonna be impacted, you know, by what happened just right there. Not only our guys, not only the Kurt guys, but also all of the population around here. So I thought, you know, that this opening scene was for that. But no, it was for giving a reason to Grace and Morgan to survive. They have to right now. That final scene, you know, with them, it's for showing us that, you know, that they are desperate, that they know how bad the situation is, but they have the baby, so they're gonna try to survive. I'm gonna finish with Strand. I think that I talked about everyone else. I mean, Alicia, she needs to survive, but right now she's blocked into that bunker and all. I hope that there are still people into that bunker, you know, except for her. We didn't see them. But she's gonna be out. So let's finish with Strand, and I really want to finish with him because you know that I love this character. I don't like what he's doing, what he's saying. He did so many bad stuff, and I don't agree with his way of thinking, you know, surviving means to kill people, even the ones that you love, appreciate, respect and all. Like, I can't agree with that, I'm not like that and all. But for his character, it's logical, it's fitting with his character. He is loyal to himself, he's telling the truth to himself and to other characters. He has an objective, he's going for it. I love that kind of character, and also his development since the beginning of the show is so interesting, important and all, that I love his character. I don't agree, I don't like what he's doing, but I love his character, really. And rather for him to lie to that person, I really think that he wanted to be Morgan, not only to fake, you know, being the good guy at the end because he thought that he was gonna die and it was easier for him. I'm sure that it was one of the reasons, but also because he wanted to die as this person, as the good guy. I really think that inside of his heart, you know, he wished that he could be that guy, the good guy, but he's not. And that's why at the end he's confessing it. Like, if he wanted to lie to that guy only because it would be easier, it would continue with that lie. But no, it's not who he is. That speech at the end, you know, coming from Strand, everything that he said is bad, but I loved it so much. It's really a contradiction, you know, that I have with Strand, with my feelings about this character. But I'm okay to have it, that contradiction, because again, such a great character. I'm anxious for the next season, for what is gonna happen to them. I still think that we're gonna have a time jump, an important one. Not entire years like I supposed before the episode. Now that I can see where they are and what they can do, what can happen to them in the future, I'm more thinking like a 1 year time jump, something like that. I still don't know if I'm gonna react to the next season. For sure I'm gonna watch it, but I still don't know if I'm gonna watch it with you or not, only on Patreon or not. I still don't know. My heart would tell me to continue to react to it because I love this show, I love these characters, I loved this season. That end is so great, I want to react, you know, to what's next, and I really appreciated your comments about the fact that you would be okay to watch it with me, but you understood also my reasons. That was so sweet of you to say, and I have also to be reasonable about it. So yes, I have this option with Patreon, but I'm not sure of it. I don't know, I really don't know. I'm not gonna decide today. I'm telling you where I'm standing right now. I would tell you if I'm gonna react to the next season or not on Twitter, on YouTube. I swear you're gonna have news about it. I'm not gonna let you in ignorance, you know, if I have my answer, if I took my decision. So maybe we're gonna see each other again for Fear the Walking Dead, maybe not. No matter what, we're gonna see each other again for The Walking Dead. Count on me for that. That's gonna be the final season. Ooh, can you imagine that? The final season of The Walking Dead after all of this time. Count on me for that, for sure. And if you can be interested, I'm reacting to other shows and also to movies now, a little. So if you can be interested by that, go check my channel and the playlist, you know, that I made for each shows that I'm reacting to. Maybe you can be interested by one. And that's all. That's all for Fear the Walking Dead for this season. For the next season, we'll see. And that's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.